Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Clemson Tigers offense will take the field first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, the defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it.
There he goes! And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking a night.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. That's got it. Touchdown, Tiger! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off. 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense. Get the passing touchdown and get this party started right.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kentucky's offense will get the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays too.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Easy.
They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. Now on second down. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be 3rd and long.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Red pass is complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So an 82-yard drive there. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
The play action fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. On a little time, lets it go. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to...
Turning it on! He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
He'll bring it out. It's Darnold. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Kentucky right back to the line. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this three-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that is a massive win for this head coach.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do and threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Palmer.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop him.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. Attempt to try. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Middle Tennessee. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass on 2nd down. On the run, fires downfield. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Kentucky going quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He's going to take off. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throwing right. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that can get after the quarterback, that play relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kentucky will be forced to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Complete to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to spell it with the first down at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Clemson! The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal. When you deal with this guy, he fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Darnold. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers. Oh,
he'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Kentucky sends out the punting unit.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Got his man. There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there.
And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Throws for the tight end. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got some room to run.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You got an extra DB. You got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Quarterback will keep it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time, and even better this time around. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Pulls and fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Kentucky will be forced to punt.
On to punt it away.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Give to the running back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.